Heavy traffic volumes are expected back in Gauteng ahead of the opening of schools in inland provinces on Wednesday, January the 12th. Let's cross to our reporter, Mbalenhle Mthethwa, who is monitoring for us from the Hoek Toll Plaza on the N3. A very good afternoon to you, Mbalenhle. Earlier on in the last, just as we started the show, in fact, we spoke to Offensive Setimo, who was having a chat with the Gauteng Department spokesperson, Obed Sebasa, about traffic volumes. I see where you are. It's quite empty at this moment. You don't see a lot of traffic at this time, but he did mention that we should expect traffic to pick up later on in the day. Is that the sense that you are getting as you stand at the toll plaza now?
Yes, indeed, Flo. We are expecting traffic to peak just a little bit later on today. We understand that traffic volumes have actually spiked over the weekend. This is the information rather that we are getting from officials here at this very plaza. We are still waiting for those numbers and those statistics that are going to give us a better sense of the number of vehicles that are actually making their way through this very toll gate that is right behind me. But it seems as though some people may have decided to leave early and head back to Gauteng as early as Friday, given the fact that they were anticipating that traffic volumes could really peak during a Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon. But we are going to be monitoring the situation, as we do expect traffic volumes to spike a little bit later on. You understand that some people might not start making their way early in the morning, and some might start making their way rather a little later than others. We will be speaking to some traffic officials who are also going to be giving us a sense and an idea of the number of fatalities and incidents that have occurred over the weekend and on this very road. As you know, holiday makers are going to be heading back to their various destinations following the holiday season, and this is all in preparation for schools reopening on Wednesday, as you have mentioned.
Yeah, Mbalenhle, you mentioned quite rightly the issue of fatalities and incidents, and we know that unfortunately the holiday season is synonymous with that, right, with the road safety issues. What are we hearing at this time about how things were, let's say, during December, especially given the fact that regulations were relaxed, COVID-19 regulations were relaxed, and I would imagine that a lot of people were quite excited to be able to move around and maneuver a lot more than we've been able to in past times. So one would be quite concerned about the issue of road safety. Are we hearing about anything in the December period? Never mind this time. I know that you're going to get information about this time, but in terms of the festive season in December, what have we heard?
Okay, so we are hoping to get more information just about, just to give us from traffic officials to give us a tally of those numbers. I understand that on New Year's Day, when we did cover and we were on a road trip with police officials who were actually at various roadblocks, we got a sense that there were over 100 people who had been arrested at the time for driving under the influence of alcohol, and others were actually arrested for being held in possession of illegal substances as well as firearms. So that's the sense we got on the 1st of January this year. We are expecting to get the numbers, an updated sense of the numbers, and to see what's happened. But we know that officials have been on crisscrossing Gauteng, trying to ensure that those who did remain in Gauteng had a safe festive season. The police visibility has been quite high during this period. Even today, as we speak, driving to work and driving here, I drove past two roadblocks that are actually manned by JMPD officials. We understand that there are more roadblocks that are expected to be held in and around Gauteng, and we also understand that the Gauteng Police Commissioner will also be on the road and also just trying to ensure that people are adhering to road regulations and road rules, and that people are not driving under the influence of alcohol, and that Gauteng is safe, as they've actually mentioned that they have a zero tolerance for for criminality and for those who break the law. And that's what they have been trying to do through various initiatives and measures that they have held throughout the holiday season. And it seems that they will continue to hold as people return from those holiday destinations.
All right, Mbalenhle, let's catch up later on. Thank you very much for that. I know you're gathering information at this time.